Ayy, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I mean to.
Hey guys, Martin Mentor here, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. In this video, I want to talk about box truck prices. The current prices, what they're going for. They are going down very slowly, so I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about, will they go back to prices that we saw prior to the pandemic? Will they go back to those prices? Will they get close to those prices? And I also want to talk about when would be a good time to actually buy a box truck. So let's get it. All right, so I came up on the roof in my building, so it might be a little noisy with helicopters and stuff flying over and planes and just outside noise, but bear with me. I just wanted to kind of enjoy this day on the roof. So basically, when the pandemic started, it wasn't immediate, maybe about 9 months into the pandemic, we slowly started to see automobile costs rise, so it wasn't just with like box trucks, it was with just the automobile industry in general. Cars started to rise, people had stimulus, people had PPP, all this stimulated money that was coming in, and people were buying vehicles, so lots were empty. Same thing, people jumped into the box truck industry and they bought box trucks. They wanted to start a business, they wanted to create their own destiny, and that's what they did. Now, the issue was that when a lot of these people jumped into the box truck industry late 2020 and all through 2021, they were buying these trucks at a very inflated rate. So dealers and banks were pushing loans through, in normal circumstances. A lot of people that were purchasing cars then probably wouldn't have been approved for the types of cars that they were getting, but because the banks had an obligation to stimulate the economy, they were very lenient on credit applications, and they were pushing a lot of things through. Same thing with the box truck industry. People were getting box trucks, subprime, prime, a lot of these guys were buying box trucks at inflated rates, and they are paying high interest. So now, fast forward into 2022, we're in inflation, 8.5%. We got high fuel, just everything is expensive. And now, and I'm gonna do some screenshots of the data and some stories that I've read, about how the automobile industry is starting to see a lot of automobile delinquencies, a lot of defaults on a lot of the loans that they approved last year and the year before last. So a lot of those people that got that stimulus money were buying stuff that they really couldn't afford. And now with the cost of living that is a lot higher, those car notes that they got for those cars that they really couldn't afford, and when I'm saying cars that they couldn't afford, I'm not saying they couldn't afford any type of vehicle. What I'm saying is if they went into Chevy in normal circumstances, they would have only got approved for a Malibu. They were getting approved for Impalas and Tahoes and things that in normal circumstances they wouldn't have got approved for. The credit would have only got them approved for a vehicle up to a certain point, but they were getting approved for vehicles at a higher price point because the banks and the dealers were making the applications look like the stimulus money and the PPP money was income, and it really wasn't. So now that we are here with the inflation, and the banks are saying that a lot of people are getting behind on their loans, they're saying that eventually we're going to start seeing a lot of repossessions. So, prior to the pandemic, 7 million Americans in 2019 were 90 days behind. So they're saying we're going to get back to that point, and it's probably going to be worse. So I'm looking at the box truck industry. People went out and spent $85,000 and $90,000 on an 8-year-old box truck with 250,000 miles on it, and now gas is high. Loads aren't really going up for like non-CDL box trucks. It's going to be kind of hard, especially if that's their main source of income. So I'm thinking that those trucks, a lot of those trucks are going to end back up on lots. They're gonna either do a voluntary, just turn them in, or the banks are gonna come get these trucks. So you're gonna start seeing a lot more trucks, I say in about 6 to 12 months, back on these lots. So I say around, it's 2020, is June 1st of 2022. I'm saying by the end of this year, I'm thinking trucks like 26 footers. I just looked at some right now. Like, I looked at some Hinus on Penske used trucks, and they were going for like 85, 90, like a month and a half ago. They down to like 71, 72. I'm starting to see like Freightliners and Internationals back around the 60, 50, and I seen some around the 40 mark. I'm looking at around the end of the year, you're probably gonna see these trucks around, man, I'm gonna say about the $40,000 range. I really want to say 25, 30, 35. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might catch some Internationals around that $25,000, $30,000 range at the end of the year. But once it gets cold outside and that COVID kicks back up, this inflation, they talking about fuel going to $10, man, you're gonna see a lot more trucks popping up. And right now, ain't nobody buying nothing because ain't nobody got no money. So now, like last year, these dealerships, the lots were bone dry. Now trucks ain't moving. Ain't nobody got no money to buy nothing. So now that people aren't buying because of inflation, and now that they're saying auto loan defaults are on the rise, the price is going to continue to go down. So for those of you that are looking to get into the box truck industry, I think patience is a virtue. I believe if you wait, you know, give yourself about a good, at the least a good 6 months, I guarantee you that you'll be able to jump into this industry and save a lot of money versus if you were to jump in like right now. You jumped in sometime end of the fall, winter, you know, end of this year, you're gonna save a lot of money on a box truck, you know what I'm saying? And if gas goes to where they're saying it's gonna go, that extra money, you know what I'm saying, can go into the tank. You know, a $600 a month truck note compared to a $2,000 a month truck note is a big difference. So you kind of want to save money where you can. And so in this situation, I think just practicing a little patience will take you a long way. I'm not going to drag this video out, just information for you guys. So, you know, I want everybody to win. You know, I don't sell courses. I don't, you know, do none of that. I just give out free information. You know, if I see something, I just want to share it, you know, and feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the upcoming videos. And I'm out.
Hey, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you